A skyline there of lower Manhattan on a gorgeous day for baseball at Citi Field. Should be a good one. Phillies and Mets coming up next. MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in New York. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the East-leading New York Mets. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our two starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies, as their order will read like this. Johan Santana will have the challenge of stopping these guys. This is a guy that's got a workhorse mentality out there, not afraid to throw a lot of pitches, but if he gets careless with his location, he can be hittable. Phil Gosselin makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
For Philadelphia, second baseman, Phil Gosselin.
And we're underway here as the opening pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. And he lays off for ball one.
Wow. I wonder if that's how tight the strike zone is going to be called tonight. That looked to catch an awful lot of the plate.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
He took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And the catch made here by McCann, and that's the first down. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound, and with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Freddie Galvis will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. First pitch on the way. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
Boys, that's 99 right through it.
Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, nothing wrong with a pop out and a strikeout when you're out on the mound. And he's saying, I'll take this all game long.
Cesar Hernandez will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
That misses. It's to 2-2 now with 2 away here in the top of the first.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And this is grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Time now to meet the Mets as the starting lineup for the New York Mets in this one looks like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His numbers right there on the right side of your screen. Now we'll look at the way the Phillies will line up behind him. Gary Cox will step forward now. Currently third in the National League batting race to begin play.
Gary Cox.
Ball one. There you see the company he's in terms of that NL batting race. Another sinker here, but this one's over for strike one. And this is fouled back and out of play. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Number 30 will stand in, hoping to put together a 2 or 3 hit game here. As you see, the numbers have fallen off a bit over these past 8 ball games. Here's the first pitch to him. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball one. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And there's out number 2.
Oh, no.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it. Winds up an easy pop-out.
Michael Lee will stand in, and you see there, he's been scorching hot these past few games. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
Let's go, Lee. Let's go, Michael.
And now a slider there is reached for and popped into the air back behind second. Galvis is in his tracks now. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. We've played an inning. No score. Ryan Howard will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this inning begins with a pitch chopped foul at home plate. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. And it's a fly out to start the second, one away.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Michael Franco will stand in for the first time here. First pitch to him. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 1-2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball.
Well, this is a very good approach here with 2 strikes. It's a smart approach. You know, he's not trying to come out of his shoes here. He just makes a good 2-strike adjustment and delivers a nice solid base hit. That's how you do it.
Dominic Brown will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And they'll try to keep crowding him in, but this pitch misses as well. It's 2-1 now.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
Now a ball hit back up the middle. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Number 3 will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Third baseman, number 3.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Hit on the ground towards first. Well into the outfield turf as he makes the stop. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Well, you'll get another look at this. This ball's hit sharply, so it gets on him pretty quickly. He's able to knock it down, but they weren't going to have a play after that. That should go down as an infield single.
David Lee will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. And this is going to be a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to Howard, but it's not in time to get them both.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Daniel Murphy will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove. Bottom of the second here with no score. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only one away.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Michael Kadire will dig in now. And he's come through in many a situation like this. Currently fourth in the National League RBI race.
Come on, man.
And here's the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
This line's out now. Let's go here.
And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. There's one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Brian McCann will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And this is low, but I don't think the runners will be able to move much here. The 1-0 now to McCann. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Ruff is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 2 left for the Mets. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Darren Ruff will lead things off. Bottom 3rd of the order set to go here in the 3rd.
Darren Ruff.
First pitch coming. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Now here's the pitch. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. On the ground is short. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too.
A.J. Ellis is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. The 0-2 once more. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Roberto Hernandez.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with one gone. Runner away from third, now the pitch. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Phil Gosselin will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
He's in the palm of your hand.
Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Freddie Galvis will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Lined hard toward short, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Johan Santana makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Johan Santana.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. Fouled off into the seats behind first. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Oh, and that caught a piece of him as it went by. And the recovery attempt will not be in time, as now the question becomes, how hard did that hit him? And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Gary Cox will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. First pitch coming. And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball, 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And, oh, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now a ball hit hard toward first, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases.
Well, they've been held off the scoreboard so far, but they are definitely knocking on the door now. You get the leadoff single followed by a double here, and they're in a good position to break through, maybe even with a big inning.
Number 30 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, and don't think he doesn't know it. He may not get a better one the rest of the night.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches, so you got to see if you can get him to chase.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Another 0-2 home. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Well, even though he's the number 2 hitter in the lineup, he says, hey, I'm not just here to be a hit-and-run guy. I can drive in runs just as well as the 3 and 4 guys can. True to his word, he comes through here with a 2-run single.
Michael Lee will try it again. He flew out his first time. And a slider not close here as he missed with it down and in. It's ball 1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Here's the 1-0. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And this one is a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Well, I think this youngster's quickly becoming a fan favorite around these parts. With swings like that, it's easy to see why. He's really making his mark on this ball club, and this crowd loves what they're seeing.
Number 3 will stand in. A base hit his first time around.
Come on, Matt.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
And now, it's hard to do, but you've got to try and push the reset button on the mound. You're basically starting the inning from scratch, so you got to make sure that 4 is all they're going to get.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And he misses again, ball 3.
Well, he's going to have to straighten himself out here pretty quickly, or he's going to be in danger of coming out of this ball game.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Well, he's allowed 1 home run in the inning already. Maybe he's just a little gun-shy out there. It did not look like he wanted any part of that guy on 3-1, and he winds up putting him on.
Keep hitting alive!
And a hard sinker there, chopped foul at home plate. Now a swing and a ground ball. Galvis, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Daniel Murphy will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Get that runner to second
And this could
base.
wind up being a bullpen kind of game as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the 3rd inning. Now the first pitch. And he's no doubt searching for a ground ball here as this sinker dips below the knees. It's 1-0.
His pitch count is really spiked here in the inning. He's up over 50 already.
4 runs here in this half inning.
Let's go!
Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, they're really trying to put the hammer to him here in the early part of this ball game. This moves another runner into scoring position, and they're threatening to add on to their already good-sized lead.
Now here's a ground ball toward the hole, and it's going to sneak on through into left field for his 2nd hit of the night. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Michael Kadire will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Grounded foul off to the right. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score.
Yeah, really no shot at 2 on a high chopper like that one. They do wind up getting the force at second, but that runner from third is able to just waltz in and score.
Brian McCann will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
Get him out of here. Go, man.
And this ball will be chopped foul. Now a throw over. Runner back safely. Not the greatest swing that time as this is hit back toward the mound. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. 3 innings complete. Mets out in front, 5-0. Cesar Hernandez will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
Here's the first offering. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now here it comes. A swing and a ball hit back up the box. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
This is where, as a pitcher, you can start to put the clamp down. This was a tie ball game, but now all of a sudden, he's out there with a 5-run lead. So you can bet he won't be afraid to start going after guys a bit more, just like he did right there.
Ryan Howard will try it again. He flew out his first time. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there. No balls and a strike. And a big swing by Howard, but he didn't get it, and it's 0-2.
When a guy like this on the mound has got you down 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Michael Franco will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, bad call. We got nothing to worry about here. We got him.
1-1 pitch is a circle change. It hits the target. 1-2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. David Buchanan is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Johan Santana will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Johan Santana.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Here we go.
Fouled back. Now the 1-2. 1-2 offering is hit in the air out to straightaway left. Ruff is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And you can see the bad news right there. They rank dead last among the 15 National League teams in that category. Gary Cox will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. Fastball in there for a called strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And he waits out the changeup there as it's belted high and deep into right center. Leaps and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow.
Oh, and what a play this is out there in right field. You can see him tracking it all the way. Everything has to be perfect here. You see him get up and then pull it right back into the park. Wow, that is a super play.
Number 30 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Now here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. We'll see the young phenom Dominic Brown lead things off on the other side. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies nothing. And there indeed is Dominic Brown. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Now the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Come on,
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Darren Ruff will dig in. He reached on an error his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. The guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect. And this thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
A.J. Ellis will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. First pitch on the way. And he takes ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
Swing and a hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Michael Lee will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Michael Lee.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. And that's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Number 3 will stand in. Base on balls his last time. think he got this one. High and deep out to left center field. The outfielders will give this a cursory look, but that one is long gone. So a two-run shot to left center, number 11 for him on the season, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, you can hang part of the blame for this one on the leadoff walk, but I suppose you could also hang some of the blame on the fact that this pitch is right in his wheelhouse. You make sure he doesn't miss it.
David Lee will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
David Lee.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Right field. And Brown will look this one in for out number 1.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Daniel Murphy will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's waiting on the fastball that time as he belts one high and deep to right center. And the Mets just keep right on rolling as this is good for extra bases as well. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Now batter, left fielder,
Michael Kadire will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. For Murphy, that's now 7 doubles for him on the season. Pickoff move to second, but the runner's back easily. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Kadire, and there are 2 away.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Brian McCann will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
Come on, Brian.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
And he doesn't want to give in here, even on a 1-2 count. Not with the base open and the pitcher on deck.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Fouled straight back. Men on third with 2 down. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count. Because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
And he fights this one off to stay alive. And look out as this runs up and spins him out of the way.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Come on, man.
2 outs here with a runner at third. The 3-2 pitch. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
That's a good job right there with 2 away, because if nothing else, you get your pitcher to the plate here in this inning, so you don't force him to lead off your next inning offensively.
Johan Santana will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Cody Ashe will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 25, Cody Ashe.
There we go. Free swinger.
And he offers at the circle change and misses 0-1.
And even when he's just laying pitches in there, they still swing right through him.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Phil Gosselin will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball one. And that's right there, and we're even at one.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And quickly, two are gone now here in the visitors' half of the sixth.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
Freddie Galvis will stand in now with two away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Let's do it, guys. Throw it anywhere. Who's swinging anything?
Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Two and 0. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball three.
Well, I think he got the pitch he was looking for right there, but not in the right location. So that's a great job of just holding up the swing.
3-2 now.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Justin DeFreitas will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Gary Cox will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the sixth.
Gary Cox.
Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. Hernandez is there, and these fans won't like that as it's a one-pitch out to begin the home half of the sixth.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a one-pitch out.
Number 30 will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Again, a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. Michael Lee waits on deck. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And a throw over to Howard, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Michael Lee will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Brown is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets, but they're still in control, 7-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Cesar Hernandez will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the block.
Here comes the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
So one gone in the inning, as now Ryan Howard will hit with the bases empty. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Boy, it's the 7th inning, and it looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
And now the bat explodes as this has popped up. And they'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
And on a night when the temperature is in the 40s, this one's going to sting for a while. No doubt about that.
Michael Franco will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Fouled back. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Number 3 will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. And a ball, 1-0. This crowd likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
Grounded, fouled off to the right side. Here's the 1-1. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
David Lee will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Ruff is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Since coming in the 6th, I mean, he's knocked down 5 in a row. It's given him a real lift out there.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy will try and keep it going. 3 for 3 thus far. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Dominic Brown will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Darren Ruff will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Fastball swung on and hit on the ground at third. Throw gets him, 2 down. 1 gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just 1 hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. A.J. Ellis will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here's the first offering. And this is going to be a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Now a hard liner toward short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Michael Kadire will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. In there, and it's even at 1. Right down the chute that time, 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, I think he's upset here because that pitch has not been a strike all night. You'll see here on show track, it's still not a strike. He's got a definite gripe. I'd want to have a word or two myself.
Brian McCann will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. One pitch on the way. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. And this will be taken in by Brown as he's got it for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Johan Santana.
Johan Santana will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Here's the swing and a chance for Howard over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets, but they're still in control, 7-0. Kelly Dugan is going to pinch hit here to lead off the ninth, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. And here's the first pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, 97 will get up on you in a hurry, especially when it's your first AB of the night and you're just settling in.
Now a fastball for a strike, and from 2-0, it's back to 2-2.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
And the some miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
He continues to plow right through these guys. My man's working on a one-hit shutout.
Phil Gosselin will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. In there, strike one. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, this is a tough way to help your on-base percentage out as a leadoff hitter, but he's on base here regardless.
Freddie Galvis will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. The hit by pitch count, definitely worth keeping an eye on there. Boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Yeah, a smart pitch there. If you've got him to reach for it 0-1, maybe he'll do it again 0-2.
Chopped to third. Tough to get to. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out.
And here, late in the game, you've got a lead, so no sense in trying to force a throw into second base there. Just take the out at first and move on.
Cesar Hernandez will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Up top, it's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Still no thought of a challenge here as they'll run it to 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. It's my number 7 hitter? Probably not.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And here's a swing and a miss, so the Phils are down to what could be their final strike now.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ballgame, all you need is base runners.
Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. And he sails it over his head. That ball's down the line, and this is trouble. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
That's just a great job of alert base running right there. You can't just assume he's going to take third and stop there. So once that runner sees they're having trouble with it behind the plate, he just keeps right on going and scores from second base.
Ryan Howard will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors lead the run.
And a fastball's in there for strike one.
And he knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
Runner away from third. Now the pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Well, he just hasn't looked comfortable all night long.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Swinging a hard liner to short. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Boy, what a performance of pitching that we just saw. He was so close to putting his name into the record books, but he's going to have to settle for that complete game one-hitter.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
You have to figure he'll probably be replaying that one hit he allowed over and over in his mind tonight. Nevertheless, he was absolutely brilliant on the mound all throughout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 7-1. Good night from Flushing.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 7 runs on 9 hits. 2 errors. They left 5 men on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run on just 1 hit. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 45,000. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.